Okay, for the benefit of the radio broadcast, we're going to start the pregame show after they acknowledge the seniors. But it is senior night, so before the game, they're going to do a
Tribute to seniors.
tribute to seniors, yes. And what we're going to do is just carry that on video only with some audio, and we'll go from there. Then after that's done, we'll count you down to the radio pregame show. Once again, for the benefit of the radio broadcast, we are going to run video only on senior night. So I'm going to clear the overlay of the scoreboard for the time being so you get a better camera shot. We're going to carry that live on video, no radio for that, but as soon as we're done with that, I'll give you a countdown to the radio pregame show. Thank you, Allie.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mazama High School, where we're going to recognize our graduating seniors at this time. Our first senior is Zachary Adamana. Zachary is escorted by his grandma, Bertie Husby, brother Jeremiah, and Aunt Christina Long. He's competed in varsity football for 3 years, earned awards for first-team offense, all-conference, honorable mention, all-state. He is also a master pizza maker. His favorite high school memory is bus rides with his team, singing and making memories. After high school, he plans to go to culinary school and hopes to play college football in the future. Our next senior is Brendan Bolanos. Brendan is escorted by his parents, Antonio and Tanya Bolanos. Brendan has competed in football and golf during his time at Mazama. His favorite high school memory is hanging out with friends at team dinners. And after high school, he plans to go to college to become a sports physical therapist. Our next senior is Aaron Dunavant. Aaron is escorted by his parents, Robert and Katrina, sister Bailey, Grandma and Grandpa Ken and Missy, Grandpa Truman, Aunt and Uncle Hilda and Mike, and cousins Harper and Armida. He's competed all 4 years in football, 2 years of basketball, 2 years of track, and is part of the FBLA and FCA. His favorite high school memory is going to the FBLA Nationals in Atlanta with some of his close friends and competing with Ryan Murdoch. 2 weeks after high school graduation, Aaron will be leaving to Fort Moore in Georgia to be part of the infantry in the U.S. Army. Our next senior is Jesse Ferguson. Jesse is escorted by his mom, Rebecca, Grandma Debbie Nestor, Aunt Jessica Thompson, and his best friend, Malcolm Peterson. While at Mazama High School, Jesse has competed in football, wrestling, and track and field. He lettered in football his junior year, and his favorite high school memory was the Mazama versus Henley football game his junior year, when with 1 minute left on the clock, the Vikings scored, pulled into the lead, and won the game. After high school, Jesse plans to go to college and become a physical therapist. Our next senior is Armando Galindo. Armando is escorted by his mother, Andrea Rodriguez, his uncle, Adam Rodriguez, his grandma, Ruth Rodriguez, and his siblings, Daniel Galindo and Millie Rodriguez. He's competed in football, wrestling, and track. His awards include All-State Lineman, 3rd place state finisher in wrestling, and 4th place finish at districts in track. He also participates in FBLA, FCA, Robotics, IRHS, National Honor Society, and Student Government. His favorite high school memory is going to Texas with the robotics team. He said the barbecue was absolutely smacky. After high school, Armando plans on becoming Batman. Our next senior is Jonathan Layton. Jonathan is escorted by his mom, Jennifer, his father, Todd, and his brother, Tyler. He's competed 4 years of soccer, 3 years of golf, and 1 year of football. He was a state qualifier in golf and has been named honorable mention for 2 years in soccer. His favorite high school memory is heading to Eastern Oregon for soccer. After high school, he plans on going to OIT and getting his engineering degree. Our next senior is Tristan David. Tristan is escorted by his mom and dad, Christy and Billy David, and family. Tristan has competed 4 years of football, 2 years of track, and 2 years of basketball. His favorite high school memory is the entire team having a Madden tournament the night before they played Marist in his room. After high school, he plans on attending college at SOU and studying kinesiology. Our next senior is Gunnar Mahone. Gunnar is escorted by his dad, Bob, mom, Buffy, brother, Brody, grandmother, Linda, the Bergeron family, and his girlfriend Bella. Gunnar has competed in football, wrestling, and track. He has played in the playoffs for the last 2 years and received his varsity letter. He also competed at the state track meet and placed third in the relay. His favorite high school memory is going to state and track and hanging out with the team in the hotel and messing around in the mall. After high school, he plans to go to college and become a physical medicine and rehabilitation doctor. Our next senior is Seth McLean. Seth is escorted by his mom and stepdad Leah and Travis Ray, his dad and stepmom Jim and Ashley McLean, Grandma Alice, Grandpa Steve, and his girlfriend Alexis McDonald. Seth has competed in football, wrestling, and track. He is a 2-year varsity football starter. He went to state for wrestling 3 years in a row. His favorite high school memory is all of the bus rides and the team dinners. After high school, Seth plans on becoming an electrician. Our next senior is Ryan Murdoch. Ryan is escorted by his parents Danny and Jennifer Fetchel, brothers Matt and Alan, and Talia D. Ryan has competed in football for 4 years and was named honorable mention all-conference his junior year. He is the FBLA president, and his favorite high school memory is going into triple overtime against Eagle Point. After high school, Ryan plans on going to college and to study business. Our next senior is Bodie Norlock. Bodie is escorted by his mom, Tricia Norlock, sister Brianna Jones, baby niece Esme, girlfriend Emma, and brother and sister-in-law Jeffrey and Brianna. Bodie has competed in football, wrestling, and golf. He was part of the Big Sky Conference champions for football and a 2-time state qualifier for wrestling. His favorite high school memory is the bus rides, and after high school, Bodie plans on going into construction. Our next senior is Bodie Paxson. Bodie is escorted by his mother Nicole, brother Casey, and girlfriend Alexia. Bodie has competed in 4 years of football, lettering 2 times, 3 years of golf, lettering twice, and qualified for the state golf tournament last year. His favorite high school memory is sitting with the team at team dinners and the bus rides home after a win. After high school, Bodie plans to go to college to be an engineer. Our next senior is Juan Rodriguez. Juan is escorted by his mom, Michelle Davis, his dad, Juan Rodriguez, and his girlfriend, Nashika Irish. Juan has competed in 4 years of football, 3 years of wrestling, and 2 years of track. He has been a member of the FBLA for 2 years. His favorite high school memory is hanging out with friends after football games and qualifying for state in wrestling. After high school, he plans on going to college to get a degree in engineering. Our next senior is Tyson Van Gassel. Tyson is escorted by his parents Jim and Stephanie Van Gassel, brother Brody Van Gassel, Grandpa Brent Baldini, and girlfriend Kayla Harmon. Tyson has competed in football, wrestling, golf, basketball, and track. In football, he is a 3-year varsity letterman, 3-year scholar athlete, senior captain, 2021 Skyline Conference, second team offense, 2022 first team, Big Sky All-Conference Offense and Defense, Big Sky Conference Offensive Player of the Year, and 4A All-State Honorable Mention Offense and Defense. In wrestling, he is a 3-year varsity letterman, a 3-year scholar athlete, team captain, only Mazama finalist ever at the Sierra Nevada Classic, 2022 second at district and state qualifier, 2023 district champ and state qualifier, 2023 4A district outstanding heavyweight wrestler, 2023 fourth place at state. For golf, he's a 1-year varsity letterman scholar athlete and 2023 Grinder Award and Skyline Champs. His favorite high school memory is scoring his first varsity touchdown against Marshfield. After high school, Tyson plans on attending college to play football and pursue an electrical engineering degree. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the 2023 graduating seniors.
All right, there you have the senior presentation of the football players. I think they're going to honor the senior cheerleaders at halftime. Speaking of that, we will have more on that as we begin our radio broadcast. We're a few minutes away, but let's go ahead and count you down. Going to count down, and it's going to be a quick countdown, Allie, so let's do this thing in 1 minute from now. 1 minute.
Mazama High School Band led by Niles Reynolds.
Going to go in 45 seconds. 45 seconds for the radio broadcast. You good over there? Okay.
Not me.
Welcome to Viking Field, tonight's big matchup. One we've been looking forward to, I can't even tell you how long, 2 or 3 weeks, but they tell you not to look ahead. We had to look ahead a little bit. Tonight it's Mazama and Henley. Randy Adams along with fast David Gullickson.
This is as good as it gets.
Yep.
A beautiful venue, the number 1, the number 2 team playing a rivalry, second to none. You saw the seniors, the visiting side is packed. There's cars rolling in still that probably won't get to see anything of the first quarter. This is going to be an amazing night of football.
It really will. Mazama in the all black with blue numerals, black pants as well. Henley with the visiting white jerseys on tonight, and the Vegas gold pants with the big H on the helmet. Blue helmets. Got the big H. That's a bigger than usual H. They've made sure that we know where they're from. The Hornets, coached by Alex Stork, they're 7-0, and the Vikings, coached by Vic Lease, 6-1. Not much else I can say. Everybody's read about it. Everybody's talked about it, and now we're about ready to get going here in opening night. The opening kickoff is just seconds away. David, it's been a interesting week so far. There was a game last night, and number 1 ranked Scappoose was knocked off by Tillamook, which sets up the fact that this now puts
number 1
Henley against Mazama. Henley's number 1, and we're number 2.
As good as it gets. And the focus of the entire state in high school football is in the Klamath Basin right now, live and in living color from Viking Field.
As it should be. Our in-studio producer on the KFLS radio side is Allie Hicks. Thank you, Allie. Welcome to the broadcast, and the executive producer of Table Rock Sports on the video side is Joe Brett. Executive producer of the radio side is Bob Wynn. It's a beautiful night for football. We haven't talked much about that yet, but
again, you mentioned we've said as good as it gets 4 or 5 times, but right now just a few clouds. It's about 64 degrees. There's not a lot of breeze. We're both here in the press box with T-shirts on. It's pink out night for all those that are got a loved one either affected.
See, we've had the coin flip. Let's see who's going to get the football first. To get the ball first to start the ball game. Your officials for this evening's contest: the referee is Robert Chavez. Robbie Cesena is a line judge. The back judge is Zach Whiting. Cooper Roberts and Colton Wright round out your 5-man crew for tonight's football game. Pretty good crew on tonight's game.
And they'll need to be on their toes. There's going to be a lot of action. A rivalry second to none. They'll, not predicting any chippiness, but emotions can run high. They already are. Walking along the sidelines before the game started, and everybody's fired up for sure.
Well, these kids have been looking forward to it all week. There was no school yesterday or today, so the teams have been able to practice a little longer if they've wanted to and have daytime practices rather than practice after school. Henley is going to kick from left to right to start the ball game. And we'll get the Mazama Vikings deep men will be standing at about the 6-yard line. And touchback will go into the end zone on the kick, and we are underway here at Viking Field. The Vikings taking over 1st and 10 to start the very first drive of the football game.
So what's each team got to do to win this game, Randy?
I think Mazama's got to do a little bit more with the passing game than they have in the last couple of weeks. It just depends on if they can control the line of scrimmage and the time of possession. If they can do that and get some lead, you don't want to give up a big lead against Henley. It's going to be hard for them to come back.
Absolutely not.
Vikings coming out with that traditional double tight end formation and a full house backfield. Tyson Van Gastel from the 20 will direct his crew, and it'll be first down. Vikings go up the middle with a run, and they'll get it to about the 24, 25-yard line, where literally a swarm of Hornets.
A swarm of Hornets
will meet the ball carrier. It'll be second down.
Almost like a pride of Pelicans.
There was quite a few there to make the stop, but a decent gain.
Well, and that's what Mazama does. For those that are tuning in for the first time in years since Coach Vic Lease has been in charge, first downs, pick up 3 to 5. Second and mid 5 or 6 yards to go. Convert on third and keep on rolling down the field.
Good to get the football first in this matchup between these two powerhouse football teams as Van Gastel brings his team up to the line of scrimmage on second down. Going to give it straight ahead and maybe enough for a first down. We'll wait to see for the spot. Baldwin, the carrier, on the play for Mazama. Not enough for the first. In fact, he'll be 3 yards shy.
3rd and 3.
So 3rd down and 3. Just underway here at Viking Field. Mazama versus Henley. 7-0 Hornets, ranked number 1 in the state after last night's Scappoose win.
Loss.
Loss. And 6-1 Mazama. Their only loss, a 3-point loss, 3rd game of the year to Marist of Eugene. Big 3rd down play early for the Vikings with a full house backfield. And we've got some motion. And looked like Mazama's right side of the offensive line may have moved. Question is, was he drawn across or did he go on his own?
I think he went on his own.
And that's a big penalty. That'll push it back 5 yards. Vic Lease, the head coach of the Mazama Vikings, his wife Joy, the head basketball coach now at Oregon Tech, and she is going to be our guest at halftime.
Yes, we have a room full of Leases next to us, don't we?
We do, and that's all right with us.
I like it.
3rd down and 8 now for the Vikes. See what Van Gastel pulls out with the play call coming from the bench. Going to keep it on the ground and a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. The Vikings are probably going to have to punt the ball away this deep in their own territory.
Yeah, too deep and too many yards to go for it at this point.
Penalty really hurt him because that 3rd down play there would have been enough for a first down had it been 3rd and 3, but it was 3rd and 8.
Well, let's use the cliche right now. The team that makes the fewest mistakes generally wins.
Baldwin going to punt, standing at his own 15. Good snap, good kick. And it will bounce and be fielded by Henley at the 34-yard line. Going to go to the far side of the field to the 40, 45-yard line. Still on his feet, the return man is.
Great return.
And Henley will have great field position to start the football game. Sophomore quarterback for the Hornets and a running back, Logan Whitlock. Those are the two names you're going to hear quite a few times tonight for the Henley Hornets.
And they are a dynamic duo.
Janner is the quarterback. And, of course, Logan Whitlock in the running back position for the Hornets. Joseph Janney is his name. Older brother also plays as a wide receiver. They've connected for several touchdowns this year for the Hornets, who set up in 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Going to fake it, and no, he's just going to hand it up to Whitlock, who's going to get not much. Janney faked that throw after he handed the ball off. Vikings will have to keep an eye on that. Gain of 1 for Whitlock and the Hornets. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Henley with the ball at the Mazama 38-yard line after a great return. Janney on 2nd down. Waits for the snap. And he's going to go to Whitlock again. And he's not going to get much. And very little gain, if any, on the play. Boy, look at the student section across the far side.
Isn't that great? Isn't it great?
And Henley, you got them standing over there. There's
the
just no room
full,
to sit.
And then all the way along the track, almost to the goalpost, is just packed with Henley fans.
And the
Hornets are here strong.
Hornets, of course, don't huddle much. They come right back to the line of scrimmage. Kind of a hurry-up offense all night long. Vikings will expect to see that, too. Fake to Whitlock. They'll go with a slant pass out on the left-hand side. Not enough for the first, I don't think.
No,
was complete.
I think he's about 1.5 yards short. See where they spot it.
And the two teams not making friends with the broadcasters tonight. Mazama wearing black jerseys with deep blue numerals, and Henley wearing white jerseys with gold numerals. Well, they're hard to see, but Henley's going to go for it on 4th down and about 1. Janney working with Whitlock to his left.
They're talking about it.
May have changed the play call.
Watch the left side.
And here's the snap. Give it up to Whitlock. And he is going to be hit for a loss. Mazama's defense answers the bell. And it's a turnover on downs. Vikings get the football back.
And that's what Vikings do best.
First quarter.
No quarter at the line of scrimmage.
And 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the opening period. Mazama 0 and Henley 0. Vikings get the football right back after a big 4th down hold.
Stellar. Absolutely stellar by the Mazama Viking defense.
1st and 10, Vikes. They've got the ball at their own 30. And they'll come out again with that double tight end formation in the full house backfield. Baldwin, McLean. And here's a handoff, not going to get any running or, in fact, lose some yardage here.
He was hit behind the line of scrimmage as soon as he accepted the ball.
And Henley's defense answering the bell there. 2nd down. Christopher Baldwin on the carry for Mazama. It will be 2nd down and a little over than 10, a little more than 10 now. 10 and a half.
Sure.
Neither team able to move the ball on the defense of the other squad. The first possession. Here's Tyson Van Gastel is really going to have to hurry to get this play in. Took him a while to get it in from the bench. And, of course, as you know, he runs all the way to the sideline between every play.
Keeps your heart rate up.
Not so much mine, but I'm sure it does his. The ball's handed straight forward.
Nice pickup.
And that might be McLean going straight ahead to the 35-yard line for Mazama. Vikings do a good job of always moving that. No, that was Baldwin again. They're always moving that target. You really don't know who has the ball sometimes.
Well, it's that deception that leads to their success.
3rd down 3, Vikings can't afford to get the penalty as they did last time on 3rd and 3. They'll need to clean that up here. This comes from the far side hash mark, so there's open field to the near side. As the Vikes take the snap, hand up, and we should have a first down Mazama, depending on the spot. Up to the 40-yard line. And Christopher Baldwin packs it for the first football game.
First down of the game.
First down of the football game.
What a difference a week makes. There's 6 minutes left in the first quarter, and there's no score. What was the score last week with 6 minutes to go?
Oh, it was crazy. That was a great win for Mazama, but it was over early. No doubt about it. 1st and 10, Mazama with a new set of downs at their own 40-yard line. Ball between the hash marks. The black-clad Vikings come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Give it up. Mazama's going to plunge for a yard, maybe.
Maybe.
That was Bodie Norlock on the carry for Mazama's second down.
2nd and 8.
They gave him 2.
Nice spot.
2nd down and 8. Thanks for joining us on Table Rock Sports, as well as KFLS Radio for tonight's Big Sky Conference matchup between two teams that are separated by about 5 miles. The schools are separated by 5 miles.
Well, you got a lot of these guys that may have even gone to elementary school together and ended up at the different high schools.
They all know each other. It makes
awesome.
the game much more fun that way. 2nd down and 8. Vikings keep it on the ground up to the 47.
They lost the ball.
Fumble, and I think Henley says they've fallen on it at the 45.
Yeah. I can't tell you who pulled the ball out, but rather than go for the tackle, he went for the strip, and that ball hit the ground instantly.
Turnover, Mazama. Henley gets the ball back at the Mazama 45-yard line.
Subaru Outback, license plate 106.
So a turnover when Mazama looked like they were having a little bit of success moving the football.
Subaru Outback, license 106 JCT, parked in the grass out front. You're blocked in traffic. If you don't move, you're going to be towed.
1st and 10, Henley. First turnover of the game for either team here.
Let's see what Henley does with this opportunity.
Henley with the football, 1st and 10 at the Mazama 44-yard line. Vikings shift defensively. We wait for the snap of the football. Here's a handoff to Whitlock, and
nice pickup.
boy, he got a good head of steam out of the backfield. Picks up 3, but he ran about 8 because he was 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage as he broke. He does have explosive speed.
That's a hard-working running back.
2nd down and 7. No score, Mazama and Henley, first period. Here at Viking Field. Janney sends a man in motion with a leg kick. Stop back, throw, and complete, but not for much.
Handoff. Fake.
Oh, handoff, I'm sorry. That was Whitlock again. You're right. He faked the pass, and he handed it off to Whitlock just prior to that.
I've been trying to watch him a little closer because he's faked me out twice.
3rd down. Vikings had a stop on 3rd down last series. Let's see if they can duplicate the effort here. Trips to one side of the line of scrimmage for Henley. That's the near side. Open field to the near side of the line of scrimmage as well. Here's Janney, goes up top with this one.
Got it.
And it's a 1st down, Henley. Out of bounds. Right at the marker. Janney's going to get his yards.
He is.
And that time, just a quick slant pattern to the outside. 1st down. Joseph Janney, 6 foot, 170, just a sophomore, so he's got a couple of years left after this year to head the Henley program. Trips to the near side of the line of scrimmage, one to the far side. And here's Whitlock. Nope, this is going to be Janney on the keeper.
Keeps it.
And he'll get about
1st
10.
down. Depending on the spot, he's really close.
Janney faked the handoff to Whitlock. I think most of the defense bit on Whitlock, and that gave Janney the opportunity to cut to the outside, and he did.
He got to about the 25-yard line, did a little jink. The defender missed him, and he turned it on for just short, I guess.
3rd down and about 1. Gain of 9 for Janney and the Hornets, who are now officially in the Mazama red zone inside the 20. Snap from center. Whitlock, the handoff, straight up the middle, 1st down. Logan Whitlock picks up the 1st down for Henley. Well, you and I have talked, David, years past we've had a lot of Mazama shutouts on the defensive side, not so much this year. And teams have scored their points on the Vikings, yet Mazama is 6-1. Bend but don't break.
Exactly.
1st and 10, Janney sends receivers both sides. And Whitlock next to him in the backfield, in the shotgun. Janney takes a snap, hands it off. Whitlock tries to cut the corner, does. Now he's hit for a loss. Boom! Big hit. One of the Vikings woke up. That was Seth McLean. He woke up Whitlock there a little bit on that hit.
And that's Seth McLean, number 31. I was talking to his grandpa a little earlier this evening.
Second and 12.
Second down and 12, a loss of 2. Both teams have decent kicking games. Field goals could make the difference here tonight, too, if you get deep enough in the territory. I was watching both Leighton and the Henley kicker all night long. Routine 35, 40-yard field goals. Back to throw. Janney rolls out of trouble, still on his feet. Going to run downfield himself and has another first down.
He's got a touchdown.
He's got a touchdown. Janney made it happen with his legs, and the score, first score of the game, belongs to the Henley Hornets.
The Mazama defense saw what he was doing, but they over-pursued a little bit. He stumbled, and that stumble was enough to have a couple of Mazama defenders go right by him, and he just boogied right in down the left sideline.
Yep. Good presence of mind, and again, he's only a sophomore. Henley to attempt the PAT. Can you give me that number, David? I can't see this number of the Henley kicker.
You know, I wish I could.
He keeps
That's
he
one
keeps
of the
turning his
discussions we
back
had
on me.
with Seth's grandpa about identifying players, and I told him how difficult it is and asked him if he wanted to volunteer to spot.
Snap is good, placement good, kick is on the way and good, and the kick was by Jamie Pisano.
Very good.
So it's 7-0 now. Henley with the lead. We'll take our first commercial break and come back after this 1-minute break on Table Rock Sports and KFLS Radio. Back in 1 minute.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Daily adventures this summer start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed. Add some extra crunch to your lunch with our mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken. The perfect combination of crispy juicy chicken and irresistible flavors. Earn free rewards and save at least 16 cents a gallon with our Peak Rewards app. Get supercharged and add to your fuel savings when you purchase Core Water, Nestle Ice Cream, and Red Bull. This summer, let's meet at the Peak and save on our daily adventures.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Randy Adams and fast David Gullickson back here at Viking Field. Henley draws first blood as Jamie Pisano's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings trail now 7-0. Mazama with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20. Van Gastel will give the ball up. And very little running room there for Norlock, I believe.
He might have got a yard if that.
Down to 2:02 left in the opening quarter. Now, there's a reason Henley is 7-0. There's no doubt. They have had very good success this year on the football field.
Penalty against Mazama.
That's the second one against Mazama in the game. Henley has not been penalized so far tonight. And that's a big one. I'll go back to the 15-yard line. Not as big as I thought it would be, but
big enough.
1st and 15.
1st and 15 now. Been a few years, I think 3 years since Henley's defeated Mazama. The Vikings take a timeout. And we're going to take one as well with our score. Henley 7, Mazama 0. We're back in a minute on KFLS and Table Rock Sports.
I ride the bus to get to work. My family and I just moved here, and my wife and kids use the car right now. Being able to ride the bus has been huge for us. All right, first day at the new job. Here we go.
I ride the bus because I don't really like to drive anymore. I can take it to the store without needing to ask for help. It also takes me to my kids' house.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
1st and 15 for Mazama as they run the ball to the near side and pick up maybe 1 or 2 on first down.
Playing the ball there.
And it'll be second down and about 13.
Seth McLean's been working hard this evening.
McLean and Baldwin both getting a lot of touches so far in this one.
Yards brings up 2nd and 13.
Henley leading at 7-0. Got a minute 25 left in the first quarter. As Van Gastel comes up under center from the near side hash mark. Going to hand it off. Good run up to about the 22.
He actually kept it. The
Yeah,
guy
he
was
did
going to. It looked like the play was going to the right, and whoever he's going to hand it off to wasn't prepared for it, so he had to try to make the best of it.
And he did. He made a something out of what could have been nothing. It'll be third down
Back
and
to
short.
the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. Yep. I said short, but forgot about the
Short
penalty.
is a relative term.
Forgot about the penalty. 3rd down, 10. Big 3rd down play for Mazama from their own 20. Trailing 7-0 here in the first quarter.
Henley fans making some noise.
Snap from center comes to Gastel. Van Gastel going to run it upfield. Going to get close, but close may not be enough for the first down, and you're that deep in your territory. Do you take a chance here?
Not yet.
Brings up 4th and 4.
4th down and 4.
Not yet.
And the Vikings look like they're going to send the punt team in once again.
Well, I'm okay with that.
Into the first quarter here from Viking Field. So far, it's Henley with the lead over Mazama. They lead it by a score of 7-0. We'll come back with more after this 1-minute break on Table Rock Sports and KFLS.
They're very curious about your new family member.
Hello. We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with U.S. Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a 4th line anymore.
This is awkward.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular. Now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Second quarter just about ready to get underway. Vikings going for it here. And I don't know if they got it or not. Very close. They were going to go punt.
That was then, this is now, and it worked out.
Vikings pick up a first down. That is a clutch call. And it's one of those, getting back to that Oregon Duck game this last week, that if you're successful, you're the hero, but if you're not, you're the GOAT.
Well, the difference between Lanning and his team and Vic and his team is the fact that Vic has got a team that is focused and can accomplish those kind of things.
And playing at home.
Ducks aren't quite at that point yet.
They go straight ahead. I think Van Gastel kept that one himself and pushes it up to about the 35, 36-yard line.
Picked up 6-7 yards.
The Vikings' offensive line starting to make some things happen here.
License plate 6-5 wide. KCR.
As you might expect when big crowds happen at a ball game, we anticipated about 6,000 people here tonight. Lots of people parking where they shouldn't. Tom Keller's been calling out license numbers like he's calling bingo games all night long.
I have no comment.
Yeah, I better leave that one alone.
There's something about a high school football game that just shuts off the brains of a lot of drivers.
That might be,
and parkers too.
More true than many people realize.
I have firsthand experience.
I think you do.
No, first bumper experience.
Second down, Vikings come to the line, but a whistle.
No.
Didn't take too much time, did they? Delay of game against Mazama.
And, we think that's going to happen, but it doesn't as often as it should with the way we run to the sideline to get the play and come back in.
You know what sounds good right now, David, is a bowl of hot chili.
A bowl of hot chili?
A bowl of hot chili just sounds... I would enjoy a bowl of hot chili.
Are you reaching out to somebody?
No, I'm just saying it sounds really good right now. I don't know why. Guess it's fall, right? Vikings stuffed right at the line of scrimmage as they hand it up.
Well, we'll see who loves you if the place gets inundated with hot chili in a little bit.
And Henley has fallen on yet another Mazama fumble. That's the second one of the game.
Brutal.
And they're doing it deep in Henley's territory, in their own territory, which gives Henley great opportunity to move the ball down quickly and score again.
And they've been doing it with the arm pull rather than the big reach around where you hit the guy and hope you hit the ball instead of the player. They're doing it the right way.
We'll take over first and 10 on the
33 yard line. Mazama 33.
Well, that negates Mazama's great fourth down conversion.
Well,
yeah, defense to step up and get that ball back.
Got 2 turnovers and already 4 penalties against the Vikings in this game. A couple of those penalties were big ones that hurt him in critical situations.
Absolutely.
Here's Janney. He's a lone one in the backfield. Everybody else is spread either the left or the right. Janney takes the snap. He's going to go long downfield. Thrown, caught, down to the 2 yard line. And it will be first and goal at about the 2. Boy, Janney delivered that on a rope.
That was a great play.
And he hit his brother, Chris Janney, making the grab for
Bet his mom's
Henley.
Proud.
First and goal, Henley. Wow, just like that. That turnover 1 play later, and it could be a 14-0 ball game. Here's a give to Whitlock.
Touchdown.
He's in. Touchdown, Henley.
And just like that, Mazama's looking at a deficit of 2 scores, and they haven't seen that in quite a long time.
Pisano will attempt the extra point via the kick. This touchdown comes with 9 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second quarter. So far, it's been all Henley taking advantage of 2 Mazama turnovers and turning them both into scores. Snap good, placement good, kick looks long enough, and it is good.
He was practicing PATs earlier and nailed every single one he made.
14-0. Henley with the lead here in the second quarter over the Vikings. Vikings get the ball back after this 1-minute timeout.
My name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
I realize we only took a 30-second break there, Allie, so I didn't mean to throw you off, but here comes Pisano's kick and another touchback. The third time Pisano's booted the ball out of the back of the end zone.
Well, we've won a few back this season, and that's a wise move on behalf of the Henley special teams.
It's always easier when the weather's nice to be able to do that, but when it's raining and the wind is blowing, sometimes that ball won't go about half the distance. But Pisano's had a good leg all night long. All right, Vikings trail by 2 scores, 14-0. They've got the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Van Gastel comes up to the line of scrimmage, going to keep it and lose some yardage. Looked like he was going to try the option pitch, but couldn't get the ball out in time. And
looked like Jason Kern on the stop.
No gain, 2nd down. Van Gastel trying to cut to the outside there. And in fact, I believe in the last 9 years, Henley has won just 1 game against Mazama. A couple of times they played twice, once in the playoffs. Here's Van Gastel again. Hands it up to Norlock, I believe. Bodie will work his way for some yards. And a little extracurricular activity after the play, it looked like.
Isn't it great? I just love it.
3rd down and a gain of almost 5 there. 3rd down and 5 for Mazama.
It was a good pickup.
Vikings trailing at 14-0 here in the 2nd quarter.
Got to get this one.
6.5 minutes left. Going to keep it out to the outside. 1st down, Mazama and more. Stuck at the 40, 45, and down to the 47-yard line. Seth McLean with the pitch from Van Gastel. 1st down, Mazama.
Seth McLean is having an excellent game.
And their biggest play from scrimmage in quite a while. 1st and 10 up to the 46-yard line. Got to get rid of the penalties and the turnovers. Vikings dearly need to score here. Full house backfield and the double tight again for Mazama. Although I noticed during their pregame they had a couple of different sets. I haven't seen them run much this year. Keep the ball on the ground on 1st down, running it to the near side.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
Be a gain of 1, maybe. See where the spot is. Yeah, they gave him a yard. 2nd down and 9. Once again, our halftime guest will be Joy Lease, Oregon Tech's brand new women's basketball coach. Their season rapidly approaching.
What a great hire that was.
Well, they miss her here, I'm sure, but Oregon Tech got a win there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
2nd down and 9. Vikings go straight forward with Van Gastel leading the way to near the 50. And, you know, we mention this every week. The Vikings don't do anything that you don't know is coming. You just have to know how to stop it.
Exactly.
But this
if you take away the turnovers, this would be a fairly evenly matched game.
This is right at midfield, 3rd down and about 6 for Mazama. Not ideal, but it's certainly workable on 3rd down. Van Gastel keeps it, sweeps, nowhere. 4th down at the 50. Just didn't pan out, and you could see it was going to be defended well from the get-go. 4th down at about 5.
Well, like you were just commenting, Henley knows what we're going to do. You and I know what we're going to do. It's just a matter of stopping it. They did a good job that time.
Henley leading at 14-0 here. Halfway through the 2nd quarter, right at the 6-minute mark. Vikings, you would think, might punt, but nope, they're going to go here again from midfield on 4th down. Big 4th down play. Van Gastel takes a snap, hands it off. 1st down, Mazama. Wow. Was that Baldwin going straight ahead? The Vikings offensive line doing yeoman's work there. And it is a Mazama 1st down. Wow,
just
2 for
barely,
2.
just barely a first down.
2 for 2 on fourth down conversions for Coach Lease and the Vikings.
What's keeping us somewhat in this contest?
Mazama with the football now at the Henley 44-yard line with a new set of downs.
And again, Vic has a team that believes in themselves and is disciplined enough to make those fourth down conversions.
First down and 10. Ball between the two hash marks in the middle of the football field. Van Gastel keeps it.
Hit in the backfield.
And not much. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Klamath Union playing at home tonight in their homecoming against Philomath.
We wish them all the best in that game.
Next week we'll be on the road. 5 hours away from Klamath Falls over in Goose Bay as the Vikings take on Marshfield to wrap up the regular season.
Have you spoken to our chauffeur yet?
Have not.
Oh, I am he.
Picks up the flag. Brings up second and
Henley has not been penalized in this entire first half.
And when you add in penalties and you add in turnovers, that is the difference in tonight's contest.
Van Gastel taking some time to go get the play off the sideline. He sure gets his work in.
He does.
Carries the ball a lot as well, but back and forth from that sideline. Second down, 10. Vikes come up to the line of scrimmage. Van Gastel going to keep it to the outside, left side. Good run inside the 40 and stuck there, but it'll be about a 4 or 5 yard gain, depending on the spot.
5 yards.
It'll be third down.
Third and 5.
And judging from the way Vic has managed this game, this will be 2 down territory now. He won't punt the ball on fourth down unless they get a big 15-yard penalty of some sort.
Bite your tongue, Mr. Adams.
Third down and about half. 3rd and 5. And the double tight formation comes up to the line of scrimmage once again. Vikings go into Baldwin. It looks like he might get it.
I think he did. Forward progress took him just inside the 35-yard line.
That one shy of the 35 somewhat. Let's see where they spot it.
That's 3rd and 2 feet. 4th and 2 feet.
4th and 2 feet, yeah.
Blended bifocals don't fail me now.
Well, I would imagine if I were a play call, I'm not a play caller though, but if I were, I'd use Tyson Van Gastel straight up the middle on this fourth down plunge. But they don't.
Pitch
they go
outside.
To the outside. Doesn't matter. The first down comes to Mazama. I think Henley was thinking what I was thinking. They had 9 in the box there. And the Vikings saw that and ran to the outside, picking up enough for another Mazama. First down. Vikings moving the ball downfield to the Henley 34-yard line, trailing 14-0. Inside 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. First half. Second quarter. And Gastel straight ahead for the Vikings. Good run.
That was nice.
About the 27-yard line where he ends up.
We'll take it.
Pick up the 7 yards.
It'll be second down.
2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Vikings also taking time off the clock, not allowing Henley, if they were able to score here, to not have much time to do anything with it at the end of the half. Vikings keeping the ball on the ground, and Norlock, I think,
he got close.
Down to about the 26. Spotted at the 25.
Boy, just like the last one, about 2 feet away.
And it will be third down.
Justice Montgomery brings up 3rd and 1.
Right at the 2-minute mark before halftime. Henley 14, Mazama 0. Vikings on the march, though. From the Henley 24-yard line, they'll go for that first down and get it.
What he does best.
Vikings do have 2 timeouts left in the half, too, so we expect them to utilize one of those here pretty quickly if they need to. First down, Mazama. They'll continue this drive. Trailing by 2 scores, just outside the red zone.
Clock down to 1:27.
At the 23-yard line of Henley. Van Gastel on first down. Hands it up. That's a big run up the middle. Bodie Norlock, I believe, or Seth McLean. Let's see who gets up. Hard to say. Don't think Tom Keller caught that one either. Second down and a gain of 9. 2nd and 1.
And whoever that was did it all on his own. He carried 3 Hornets with him.
Van Gastel give it up again. And the Vikings stacked up, but I think he's got enough for the first down.
Forward progress should have got him there. We've said this many times tonight, but let's wait for the spot.
Gabe Yanni, the tight end on the far side, or Nani rather, really made it a key clutch block there at the end of that play. Officials timeout to measure. Is that right?
Well, I don't see the chains coming out.
Nor do I.
There they go. They decided to give him the first down.
First down, Mazama again. It'll be 1st and goal for Mazama.
Well, they could get to the 1 and get a first down.
You're right. They're at the 11. They can get a first down again.
They'd rather get a touchdown.
And off to the left side, nowhere. Second down. Vikings may want to waste a timeout here.
27 seconds. The timeout is called.
They have to use it. Vikings seeing the Henley Hornet defense step up and make a great play there. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. A 30-second break with our score. Henley 14, Mazama 0. Back in 30.
My name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
Randy Adams back here with Fast David Gullickson just before halftime. Mazama has not scored yet, but they're knocking on the door. It is 2nd down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
11. 27 seconds. It's a touchdown.
Seth McLean, Bodie Norlock in the backfield for Mazama, along with Tyson Van Gastel. They'll come to the near side. And nowhere.
Oh, boy.
Lose some yardage there. 3rd down.
Henley read that pitch from the very beginning. Nobody bid on Van Gastel going up through the middle.
The Vikings going to have to hurry to run the play. Yep. Going to have to hurry to run the play. They'd like to get some points on the board. Back to throw. Van Gastel throws.
Oh,
touchdown, Mazama.
Oh, my goodness. The 3 downs and a cloud of burnt rubber goes to the air and scores the touchdown right before the half ends. Wow. And
touchdown, Mazama.
And that's why you come to a game like this. You never know what's going to happen.
Want to give credit to the young man who caught the touchdown, Ryan Hayden.
Well done, Mr. Hayden. He ran a great route. He beat both his defenders. And the pass was spot on.
Jonathan Leighton to attempt the PAT. Snap good, placement good. Kick long enough, and it is good. Well, the Vikings score on a pass play of all things as time expires. in the first half. You couldn't have planned that any better.
Absolutely not. And you throw out the cliche, it's a whole new ball game.
14-7 is our score. We are at halftime of tonight's Mazama Henley Southside Series game. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back with more after this on KFLS and TableRockSports.net.
Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 23 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Yeah.
Vic's got these guys knowing that they're going to do it. It's awesome.
All right.
We'll see. We got to kick off to them.
We'll be recognizing our graduating seniors, so if you're not down there.
We are at halftime here at Mazama High School, Viking Field. The Mazama Vikings scoring as time expired in the first half, just as you would expect it to be written by a scriptwriter. 14-7 is our score here at the break. Randy Adams along with Fast David Gullickson and Joy Lease, the head basketball coach at Oregon Institute of Technology, is joining us. Joy, of course, spent many years here at Mazama. First question is, how are you? Are you adapting well to? I know that it's a demanding schedule to be a head coach in a college program.
Yeah, but I'm living the dream right now. That's the best way I can describe it.
I was looking over your schedule this year, and I expected you to try to schedule Linfield, but I think you got one against George Fox in there anyway, right?
We do. We played George Fox and Willamette, and I tried to get Linfield on the schedule, but we're looking at next year.
For those that may know, Joy Johnson in college and played basketball at Linfield, coached here at Mazama, coached some state championship games, not just for Mazama, but also at Santiam High School. The biggest, I think, adjustment's got to be the travel for you. That's got to be a more it's a demanding thing, especially as much time as you spend on the road to Washington and Idaho.
It is. There is a lot of travel, but the great thing about it is it's my only job. So,
yeah.
I don't have to worry about missing school, and my kids are all out of the house. So, just Vic will be sitting at home, hanging out, watching TV, and I'll be doing what I love. So I'm not too worried about it.
You'll be batching a little bit. I noticed that you were talking about your daughters, and they all three played basketball here. A couple of them actually kicked for Vic on the football team. How are they doing? Now, fill us in on what's going on with your three.
They're great. Amber lives in Medford. She's an assistant coach at Crater, works for Southern Oregon Head Start. And Maddie is a student at Oregon State. She's the JV soccer coach at Corvallis High School. And Kennedy goes to Western Oregon and is working on finishing up her degree to be a social studies teacher.
I knew Vic would get one of those kids into Western. I knew that would happen.
Yeah.
Vic, of course, went to Western, played football there at Western Oregon. Well, Joy, tell us about your ball club this year. This is your first year as a head coach. Last year you were an assistant. You had the opportunity to work kind of under Paul Posch, who has been a great godsend to Oregon Tech's basketball program, not just men but women too, for years. Now the program is all yours. Tell us a little bit about what you might have coming back. And I noticed you guys were picked 4th in the Cascade Conference. That seemed a little low to me, but it looks like you have a lot of returning players.
We do. We lost 3 players last year to graduation. 2 of them were all conference players, so they, that hurts a little bit. But I think we're going to look a little different. We're not going to have the size that we had last year, but we have the speed that we might have been missing a little bit last year. And, we have a returning All-American in Olivia Sprague, who's a junior, and then our point guard is also coming back, Gabby Gaskin, who I think she's kind of a fan favorite, and I think we're going to see a lot of good things out of her this year. So I'm really excited about our guard play. And we're going to defend. That's really been our focus for the last month or so. And hopefully it comes together. We scrimmage Lane Community College and College of the Siskiyous tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to playing against somebody besides ourselves.
Yeah. And again, your season gets underway officially on November 1st, but don't you have an exhibition game between here and then?
No, well, we just have the scrimmage
Just
that's
a
set up
scrimmage.
tomorrow, and then it's November 4th. We host George Fox.
Right. That's the first one you play.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your opportunity personally as to come from Mazama High School. It's pretty unique, isn't it, to come from a smaller, not a very small high school, but a 4A school, and end up as the head coach of a college program.
It's really rare, and it's just one of those jumps that I think almost every high school coach dreams of. And so to have this opportunity, I'm just so grateful for the administration and the hiring committee at Oregon Tech to give me a chance to coach at this level. And it was my career was kind of winding down, and then this opportunity, Paul Poach gave me this opportunity, and it has changed my life.
Give me an idea. You are a local. You're local here. You've been here for many, many years. And the only knock I ever hear about anything from OIT is there's not enough recruitment of local players sometimes. Is that something that you think you might increase as time goes on?
It could be. It just kind of depends on the fit, and if the type of players we're looking for are available here, I'm definitely not opposed, because I had some of those players that I was really surprised weren't given the opportunity. So that's definitely something that we're going to keep in mind going forward. And I know all that does is just helps increase the community support.
Well, a couple of them are right in that room next to me, I think.
Yeah.
that baffled me. But at any rate, Joy, congratulations on your job. Good luck, and we'll talk to you later in the year. Hopefully we'll catch you during a playoff game when we're back up here.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Joy Lease, the head Oregon Tech women's basketball coach joining us here at halftime at Mazama High School. It's Henley with a 14-7 lead over the Vikings. We will take a 2-minute commercial break and come back here on Table Rock and KFLS.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Here in a little bit, we're going to be doing the Miracle Minute.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey, Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Welcome back here. Score at halftime, 14-7. David, I've got some halftime stats. First, let's do the scoring. Henley scored the first touchdown of the game on a 17-yard run by Joseph Janney. Extra point from Jamie Pisano was good, making it 7-0. Henley made it 14-0 after a Logan Whitlock 1-yard run after a tremendous pass play downfield from Janney to Chris Janney.
That was a spot-on
His
catch.
brother, making it 14-0 after Pisano's PAT. And then Ryan Hayden catches a 13-yard touchdown pass for the Vikings as time expires in the first half. Tyson Van Gastel's only attempt from the air is good. Vikings' Jonathan Leighton adding the PAT, and it's 14-7 at halftime. Mazama 8 first downs, Henley 5. Rushes, Henley 117 yards. Mazama 117 yards, Henley 36. Passing, Vikings 13 yards, and the Hornets 50. So what you're missing on the rushing side, you're picking up on the pass side if you are the Henley Hornets. Two big fourth down conversions for Mazama.
I was going to mention the fourth down conversions that kept Mazama in this, and also wanted to point out the 2 turnovers that substantially led to the 14 points that Henley put on the board. So that score right before the half ended makes this a new game, and we're about 5 minutes away from the second half.
Here's the rushing statistics for Mazama. Van Gastel, 13 carries, 39 yards. Bodie Norlock, 6 carries, 26. Seth McLean, 5 carries for 24. Christopher Baldwin, 6 carries, 17 yards. Jaden Justice, 2 carries for 11 yards. For Henley, Joseph Janney, 2 carries, 26 yards and a touchdown. And Logan Whitlock has rushed the ball 8 times, only 10 yards for Logan here at halftime.
Well, he's the horse that they ride, and Mazama's paying some close attention to him, and it shows in the statistics.
14-7, Henley has the lead. We'll get some more commercial breaks in, take another 2-minute break, and come back with more. Here from Viking Field, should be a wonderful second half. Henley will get the ball to start the second half, by the way. Back in 2 minutes on Table Rock Sports and KFLS 1450.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Back here at halftime, 14-7 is our score. Last night there was a big 4A game, and Tillamook took care of business over Scappoose, formerly ranked number 1. Scappoose losing 46-29, and so that makes the polls the official OSA rankings with Henley 1 and Mazama 2 going into the second half of tonight's game. A couple of 6A games last night. Westview defeated Beaverton 40-33. Jesuit beat Mountainside 31-14. Also back to 4A, Gladstone over Malala 14-12. 2A contests last night. Lowell defeated Toledo by a mark of 56-14. Waldport shut out Oak Ridge 40-0. Stanfield beat Grand Union 54-26. Myrtle Point with a 78-18 win over Cross Point Christian. That was a big win for Myrtle Point, 78-18. Crane defeated Elgin 48-14. Cove over Powder Valley 52-16. A couple of six-man games up in northern Klamath County. It was Glendale 7 and Gilchrist 6. And Eddyville Charter defeated Alsea by the score of 40-22. Our score here at halftime is Mazama trailing Henley 14-7. We'll come back with more and get ready for the second half of tonight's football game between these two rivals right after this 1-minute break on KFLS and TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Back here at Viking Field, we'll take one more 60 before we go back to the second half. But, David, good win for the Washington Huskies. I got to give your team credit. It was all of the game that we expected it to be last week. Oregon just falling short in that ball game.
And those games, when they're that evenly matched, are just a gas to. I've gone to a lot of those games. Matter of fact, they probably decided not to let me come anymore because whenever I go, I think I'm like 5 losses out of 6 attendances, so they're probably glad I wasn't there this week past. But what a game.
Duck football tomorrow here on KFLS Radio, 102.5 FM, 1450 AM. Ducks and Washington State, 12:30 kickoff, 10:30 pregame show. One more 60 and back to the second half. It is Henley leading Mazama 14-7. Back in a minute.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Daily adventures this summer start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed. Add some extra crunch to your lunch with our mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken. The perfect combination of crispy juicy chicken and irresistible flavors. Earn free rewards and save at least 16 cents a gallon with our Peak Rewards app. Get supercharged and add to your fuel savings when you purchase Core Water, Nestle Ice Cream, and Red Bull. This summer, let's meet at the Peak and save on our daily adventures.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
All right, Mazama will kick off. You guys ready for the second half? All right.
Welcome back to Viking Field as we go to quarter number 3. Mazama will kick it to Henley. And Leighton will boot it from left to right. It's a short kick. Onside.
Oh,
Vikings got it. Look at this. 30-yard line. Mazama with the football.
Oh. And the Henley defense is shocked. Oh, my goodness.
I have not seen an onside kick from the Mazama Vikings all year long until just now.
And I'm trying to think of the last successful onside kick we've seen.
Oh, my goodness gracious. What a great break for Mazama.
It appears to be no flags.
No, it was a clean play, and you could tell immediately whoever the up man was that caught it on the sprint off the turf, they had been practicing that all week long.
Way to go, Coach. Way to go, Coach.
1st and 10. Now the officials are meeting about something, and this worries me a little bit. Hopefully it's just about where to spot the football.
Yeah, they've indicated it's Mazama's ball. They're just figuring out where to put it. And again, this goes back to, some teams can call these plays, but very few teams can execute them. And Coach Lease has these guys believing.
That's a big, big way to start the second half. You could not have scripted that one any better either.
Well, the result was what I anticipated, but not the method.
1st and 10, Mazama at the Henley 42 after a successful onside kick to start the second half.
So we were sitting in here jawing before the half started. I said, it'd be really nice to have a turnover on the kickoff.
And it almost happened that way.
It almost did. Like I said, the method was wrong, but the execution allowed the proper result. And it's Mazama on the 43-yard line.
The officials still have some issue downstairs. And I'm not sure what the holdup is, but Vic Lease is all the way down to the 35-yard line standing by himself wondering what is going on here.
All right. 1st and 10, 43.
Vikings with the football. 1st and 10 at the 42. And they keep the ball on the ground on 1st down. Nowhere to run. No gain.
Well, it depends on what they gave him for forward progress.
See where they spot it, but I don't think it'll be a good one.
Yeah, it looks like a pick up of 3, maybe 4.
Decent spot. 2nd down and 7. Gain of 3 for McLean there. 14-7. Vikings onside kick successful. Let's see if they can turn that into some points. Van Gastel comes up under center. Takes a snap, pitches out. Near side, nowhere to run. Ball comes loose. And Henley's going to come back with it.
Oh, my goodness.
And it'll be a 6-point turnaround, just like that.
What a game.
The Vikings do what they needed to do.
And another turnover comes back to bite them.
But the pitch goes awry. Did not see who picked it up for Henley. Touchdown, Hornets. A 55-yard touchdown fumble recovery, and it's...
Well, just when you think you've seen everything, you see some more.
And Pisano will attempt the extra point. Tough break for Mazama there.
Well, you go from anticipating tying it up to the potential of being down 2 scores and 2 conversions.
Jamie Pisano waiting to utilize his leg. Janney, I think, is the holder. Might be Chris Janney as the holder there.
I'd like to help you spot, but I just cannot see the yellow on the white from this distance.
Now they'll finally end up snapping the ball. Good kick. And it's 21-7.
Wow.
Well, the Vikings did what they needed to do, start the second half. They got the football back, but immediately
Henley did what they needed to do.
Yep, got the football back and turned it into a 55-yard punt return for a back-breaking touchdown. Henley 21, Mazama 7. We're back in 1 minute.
I ride the bus to get to work. My family and I just moved here, and my wife and kids use the car right now. Being able to ride the bus has been huge for us. All right, first day at the new job. Here we go.
I ride the bus because I don't really like to drive anymore. I can take it to the store without needing to ask for help. It also takes me to my kids' house.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bills Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
11 minutes and 4 seconds remaining third quarter. Henley comes out on a 55-yard fumble recovery return for a score after the Vikings kicked the ball off to start the second half and got the onside kick.
We've truly seen it all so far tonight, and we're only we're still got 11 minutes in the third quarter to go.
Jamie
Amazing
Pisano,
football game.
yet again, this is the fourth time he's done it tonight, boots the ball all the way into the end zone for Henley on the kickoff, so the Vikings will take it 1st and 10 at the 20. Down by 2 scores. 3 turnovers on the Vikings tonight. That's as many as they've had in one game all year long. This is Baldwin on first down. Good yardage. Across the 25 up to about the 26. I think that was Baldwin getting up. Second down.
Well, second and reasonable.
Pick up at 6, brings up 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6 yards. Second down and 4. It's funny how football is a game of momentum. The momentum was, if you had a needle to read it, it was all on Mazama's side after that kickoff, only to go away that quickly, like a deflated balloon. Second down and 6. And Gastel comes up to the line of scrimmage, handed up again, and there's close to first down yardage.
I think he's about a yard short.
Christopher Baldwin gets off the bottom of the pile.
Baldwin's having a good game.
Vikings will have third down and short. Third and about 1 for Mazama, trailing at 21-7 third quarter. So far, nobody's brought that chili up we were talking about, David. Third down and 1. Vikes get to the line of scrimmage quickly and pick up enough for the first down, but they almost lose the ball again. And Gastel, at the end of the play, looked like he might have coughed it up a little bit, but held
I don't
on
know
to
if my
it.
shot was tight enough, but Henley is doing a good job of grabbing the arm that's holding the ball. They're not doing the punch. They're grabbing the arm, and it's been effective.
1st and 10. New set of downs for Mazama as they plug forward to their own 32-yard line. Make it 33. And cannot tell you the last time I saw a crowd this big at a Mazama football game.
Isn't it great?
Been a few years. Ton of people here tonight.
Very endearing. Everybody's fired up.
Vikings go straight forward, Van Gastel and company. And it's stacked up. Nobody actually even went down there. It was just a rugby scrum toward the end of the play.
I'm surprised they don't blow the whistle a little bit quicker on that. That's how guys get hurt.
Second down and about 5. Van Gastel picks up 5 yards on the play.
Keeping in mind my comments, never played, never reffed, never coached.
Second down 5. Ball right on the near side hash mark. So it's open field to the far side of the line of scrimmage. If the Vikings wanted to run a sweep out there and take advantage, back to throw Van Gastel on second down. Going to roll to his right, going to be hit for a loss.
He had nowhere to throw that ball.
Third down. Loss of 7 yards on the play on the sack to Van Gastel. So it'll be third down and 12. The Vikings trailing at 21-7 here in the third period.
Fans yelling across the field at each other. This is just a great atmosphere tonight.
Van Gastel up to the line of scrimmage, going to roll to his left.
Oh, great defensive play.
Great throw, but nice defensive play.
I wish I could have seen the number of the defender because he just reached up at the very last minute.
Swatted it away.
Just touched it.
That was out in the flat where it looked like Mazama may be able to take advantage of situation there. Looks like the Vikes are going to punt now. And Baldwin to be kicking from his own 17-yard line, looks like. Yeah, you don't want to go on 4th and 12 this deep.
Oh,
and
no.
There's a bad snap. He gets it, and he's still able to get a punt off. I don't know how he did.
Not only did he get a great punt, he got a great bounce with that end over end. And Henley ball at the 31.
That's a big break for Mazama because that could have gone awry there too.
Bullet dodge. That was almost a defensive touchdown.
Now the Vikings defense is going to have to go in and dig in a little bit against this Henley squad, trailing 21-7. 7 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third quarter.
Henley fans are looking to have their offense get established and march on down the field, and the Mazama faithful are looking for a turnover.
And again, you want one of those momentum changers, as we've talked about.
Amen.
Janney, the quarterback, with Logan Whitlock in the backfield. He takes the handoff, and up the field he goes. Still on his feet, 50, 45, 40, 35, and down. Longest run from scrimmage for Logan Whitlock tonight.
The guy has got mad skills. He sniffs out those holes and does the little stutter step through them.
He only
puts his body sideways and just makes it when there's no room.
He only had 10 yards at halftime on 8 carries, but he got a chunk of those there. Big first down for the Hornets, 1st and 10 at the Mazama 35-yard line now. They lead by 2 scores, 21-7.
Clock stops at 6:41.
Officials timeout for something. Now the clock will restart. Janning with Whitlock in the backfield with him to his right. To his left, and Whitlock takes the handoff again, and there he goes. Down the 5-yard line and into the end zone for a Henley touchdown.
Wow.
Oh, he was out at the 1, did not score. Back-to-back plays to Whitlock, and it was the same play they ran a moment ago.
Exact same play.
Whitlock already with a 1-yard run in this game. Now they're at 1st and goal at the 1, looking to make it a 3-score lead for Henley. Janney takes the handoff, takes the snap, hands it off to Whitlock.
That second effort might have got the score.
And I think it did. Although I don't see any.
Well, I've started learning to look at the sideline official for the indication. Second down.
Second down did not get in. Second and goal at the 1 for Henley. Janney again hands it off, and that's into the end zone. Touchdown. Logan Whitlock.
Well, this is about the biggest hole we've been in all season.
27-7 Henley. Jamie Pisano, who's 3 for 3 so far with the PAT tries. Trying to make it 4 for 4 with this kick.
Well, he's got perfect conditions. There's no wind. It's a nice balmy evening. He's playing on the turf, and he puts it through.
28-7 as Pisano's kick is good. And it is 28-7 Henley. We're back in a minute on KFLS and Table Rock Sports.
They're very curious about your new family member.
Hello. We've built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with U.S. Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a 4th line anymore.
This is awkward.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular. Now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
Kickoff number 5 that has gone for a touchback for the Hornets and Pisano. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mazama at the 20-yard line.
It's a kicker's night.
28-7, Henley with a big lead. 5 minutes and 19 seconds left, third quarter. The Mazama Vikings definitely need to get a score on this possession.
And the next one. And the next one.
Well, you're down
and
by
the next one.
Now by 21. There's just no way that you're going to come back if you don't start getting some points on the board. 1st and 10 Vikes. And Gastel hands it up. It'll be Baldwin, I think, to about the 23, 24-yard line. Off tackle of the near side, 2nd down.
Good call.
2nd down and 6 for the Vikings.
.451 left in the third quarter. Not time to start panicking, but the way Mazama plays the offensive game, they need to put some first downs together.
May need to open it up a little bit. Van Gastel hand it off again. No
Plays
gain.
blown dead. I think we moved.
And if that's on Mazama, that'll be their 5th penalty of the football game.
I don't want to assume, but I thought I saw some.
Yep, it is a 5-yard penalty. Illegal procedure, the call. Certainly 2 of the best teams in Class 4A playing tonight, and the season obviously isn't over for either one of these teams, no matter who wins. You got 1 game left against Marshfield for Mazama next week. Mazama obviously going to be in the playoffs no matter what. But you'd like to go as the higher seed if you can. Opportunity to host some home games.
You want to fulfill Vic's goal of winning
Absolutely.
the conference.
9 conference championships in a row coming into tonight. Vikings keep it on the ground, nowhere to run. That was Baldwin, I think, again. Yes, it was.
He was stomped on.
Nope, check that.
Morlock.
Bodie Norlock was the carrier there. 3rd down and 9.
Inside 4 minutes left in the third.
Henley leading at 28-7.
Third and long, 3rd and 9.
Vikings do send a wide out to the far side. Look like they're in pass formation for the first time in a while tonight. Back to throw. Van Gastel rolling to the far side. Throws downfield. Got a man complete 50-yard line and out of bounds. Tyson Van Gastel.
Much needed long first down pickup. Looks like a flag in the backfield. Might be coming back.
And if it's in the backfield, it's more than likely a hold.
Yep.
Against Mazama.
Holding against the Vikings.
So they'll get the down back, but they'll lose all those yards.
Another opportunity squandered by a penalty.
And you never know if the penalty was part of the reason that the receiver was so wide open. You don't know.
It usually is.
Third down and 19 for the Vikings from their own 11-yard line.
I think in this case, though, it was more the line keeping the defense off of the quarterback, because I was watching the receivers, and he just ran a good route and caught a good ball.
3 minutes and 12 seconds left, third quarter, and the Hornets with a 28-7 lead. Van Gastel to throw again, rolling to the near side this time, under pressure, going to keep it himself. Upfield he goes, tries to get out of bounds and does. Don't think he got the first down, but he got some considerable yards out of it. see where they spot it and how many yards they need to go.
I think they need 7.
Brings up 4th and 8.
Yeah, they're going to go, I think, here. No, they're going to punt. 4th down at 8. Baldwin to stand at his own 10. Kick this one away.
Another high snap.
Yep, he handled that one well, though, too. That's not a very good kick there.
Foot.
And it takes a bounce at the 50 and bounces out of bounds. It'll be good field position for Henley. 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Out of bounds at 43.
Or 43, I think, is where they mark it. Wow. Even further up than I thought it was going to be. Mazama giving up field position here to Henley. 1st and 10 for Henley at the Mazama 43. With 3 minutes and a second left in the third quarter. And it's all Henley right now, 28-7. Looking to try to get some more insurance points.
My apologies for the pole.
Yeah, there's a big pole in the way.
Halfback pass.
Janney, no, they throw a pass downfield, wide open, touchdown. Mazama's falling apart, and Henley's taking advantage.
Well, and Henley did a little bit of trickery.
Halfback option.
Whitlock. He tossed it down there and had a man wide open. A beautiful pass, a beautiful catch. And it's 34-7, ladies and gentlemen.
34-7 the score, and the extra point pending. One play drive. 43-yard touchdown pass from Logan Whitlock into the end zone for the touchdown. Snap good, placement good. Pisano's kick.
Another perfect kick.
Is good. 35-7 now.
Pisano's look good tonight, 5 for 5.
Pisano will come back and kick the football off for Henley to give it back to Mazama when we return after this 1 minute break. 35-7 Henley. Back in a minute.
Brutal.
Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 23 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Welcome back to Viking Field. Henley 35, Mazama 7. Vikings have given up 21 unanswered points here in this second half.
Play's been blown dead.
First kick that ended up short of the end zone is going to come back. I think one of the Hornets on the kickoff team went across the line too soon. It'll be 5 yards against Henley. They'll re-kick from the 35.
Is that Henley's first penalty?
Might be. I don't recall them being penalized at all in the first half.
Well, if you're going to get one, you might as well have it be something inconsequential like that. The Henley faithful are loving it.
35-7 is our score, with Henley well in command of this football game right now. Pisano's kick is going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
I was hoping to see a return.
1st and 10 at the 20 for Mazama. They trail by 28. You and I have been doing these games for a few years now together, and I can't recall a time Mazama was down by 28 to anybody.
And you are got the amazing mind for recalling everything. But I have to agree with you there.
Tough games against some pretty good opponents. Losses against Scappoose last year here. That was a tough one. And earlier this year to Marist. But this one is a shocker, 35-7. We're still in the third quarter of play, too. Vikings send a man in motion over to the far side. Now he'll come set. Vikings look to maybe go up top now and get the ball up a little bit. As I say that, they hand it straight ahead.
Interesting.
Seth McLean with the carry.
He's having a great game.
Second and about 7, a gain of 3. Next week we're on the road. Mazama at Marshfield to wrap up the regular season on the Oregon coast.
Let's go, Vikes.
Wide out going to the far side of the line of scrimmage for the Vikings. As they spread things out a little bit, you don't see that formation too awful much. Some movement here, and let's see. It looks like Mazama jumped.
Yeah.
Mazama a little bit out of their element. They're used to running the football and keeping in that double tight end formation. When they are forced to do what they're doing now, sometimes mistakes happen.
Which has been evident in many situations here in the last 2 quarters of play.
And another penalty will push it back to the 22-yard line.
Second and 12, a minute 50 left in the third quarter.
I said 22, I meant the 18s. Sorry about that, I'm 5 yards back here. Van Gastel, and another whistle as he goes back to throw. Play stops there again. Tyson's going to run all the way after another Mazama illegal procedure called, all the way over and get another play off the bench.
Tyson needs to calm his squad down. He's a take charge kind of guy. It's time for him to take charge.
35-7. I don't think either one of us thought there would be a score that lopsided in this game tonight.
I truly believe that this was going to be who's ever got the football at the end is going to win. And it ain't over yet. We're not discounting the Vikings, but being down by 4 scores with the present situation of the way they're playing the game is a tough row to hoe.
And Gastel to throw, goes up top, has a man, caught but immediately down.
Yeah.
It was incomplete, did not catch it.
No, the ball was high, and he stretched out to get it, and he paid for it.
And it'll be 4th down. 3rd down. They got the down back because of the penalty. The incomplete pass stopping the clock with 1:26 left. 3rd quarter. Henley 35, Mazama 7. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, it would be Christmas every day, David, but you wonder if the Vikings would have just
show our age here sometimes.
Would have just scored after that onside kick.
Yep.
It might not be in the position we're in now. Here's Van Gastel going long downfield, has a man.
Almost intercepted.
Almost picked off but incomplete.
Well, we get out of our element, and we've seen this a couple of times this season where Mazama needs some points and they need them now, but their modus operandi just doesn't allow them to score quickly.
And Henley has been ranked number 1 off and on this year in the state.
Taking nothing away from Henley.
These guys, both of these teams, I think, will make a deep run in the playoffs. Mazama will bounce back, you can be sure of that. Baldwin standing at his own goal line to accept the punt snap. And he gets this one off, takes his time, takes a good Mazama bounce, too.
Out at the 48.
Not a bad punt after all is said and done. Henley with the ball and a very comfortable 35-7 lead. Against their Southside rival, the Mazama Vikings.
Miracle Minute, you guys did awesome. Raised 500.
I hate to say it, David, but it does merit mentioning that
don't do it.
Nice job.
If Henley
don't say it.
Were to put 7.
Don't say it.
I'm just saying.
Don't say it.
1st and 10, Hornets.
Thank you.
Slotting a wide out to the near side of the line of scrimmage. Receivers to both sides now. Slotting the wide out that other side as well.
Somebody moved.
That's going to go against Henley, one of their few miscues.
I think so. The Henley team thinks otherwise. And they thought, right.
5 yards against Mazama.
Can't do it, boys. Just can't do it.
So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 5. Minute 13 left, third quarter. Henley leading at 35-7 and has the ball 1st and 5 at the Mazama 43-yard line. Here's the snap, the handoff to Whitlock, and he'll power his way to about the 40. Not much of a gain, maybe one. Second down and 4.
Well, when it's 1st and 5, 4 is all you're kind of liking 1st and 5 and picking up 4.
A couple of big plays have helped Henley tonight, too. Halfback option pass. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. Janney going down. Field hits his man down the sideline and down to about the 7-yard line. Janney to Janney, I believe, there. And it's 1st and goal, Henley. The Hornets, did they call timeout here, or is that the end of the third quarter?
No, the clock is running. It's 12 seconds, so.
Yeah, they're going to.
Henley's just going to let the clock run out.
Let the clock run out. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Hornets knocking on the door, leading at 35-7. Almost a Freudian slip by yours truly. We're back after this 1-minute break.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Randy Adams and fast David Gullickson back here at Mazama High School. Fourth quarter getting ready to get underway here. And the Henley Hornets leading the Mazama Vikings 35-7 and knocking on the door for more.
Mazama needs to make a statement and make it hard.
From the 6-yard line. This is Janney, keeps it on the keeper,
walks
and he's into the end
untouched.
zone. Touchdown, Henley. Henley makes it now 41-7, and I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Yep.
Should Pisano kick the extra point, we will have a running clock, and
Has Zom ever had a running clock on
the losing end? I know that has not happened in the 9 years I've done their games, or 10 plus years I've done their games. In the last run of Mazama, Pisano to attempt the extra point kick on the way.
Perfect.
And it's 42-7.
Wow. Who would have thunk? As the
Mazama
goes.
Trailing by 35 as we go to the break. Fourth quarter. It's all Henley. Back in a minute.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Mazama with a return for the first time tonight on a kickoff, right at the goal line, but Mazama returns it to the 22.
Great coverage by Henley. They're fired up.
Well, rightfully so.
Well, Mazama's basically shooting themselves in the foot with fully automatic weapons. It's brutal. And the clock is running.
And that's the rule after 35-point deficit in the second half. You have a running clock from here on out. Mazama's going to walk to the line of scrimmage, trailing 42-7. And Van Gastel comes up. Hands the ball off. Norlock, I think, but not much.
1 yard and a cloud of rubber pellets.
It will be second down.
2 yards, excuse me.
I think the thing now is you got to get your mindset into getting this one out of your system and getting ready for a long road trip. That Marshfield game not going to be a pushover for Henley.
Absolutely
or
not.
rather for Mazama. And Marshfield, a much improved football team from the beginning of the year. They'd like to make the playoffs.
And they're watching this game tonight going,
Second down. Van Gastel pitches near side, first down yardage.
Nice hit.
We're close to it. That was Bodie Norlock, I think.
And Luke
no,
Bennett
Baldwin. Baldwin carrying.
Luke Bennett on the stop.
Third down and short.
Brings up 35.
You know, short being 5 yards.
Short is a relative term.
Third down and 5. Oregon Duck football tomorrow here on KFLS Radio.
That should be a great rebound game against the Cougars. Cougars started off 4-0 and have been pathetic ever since.
Boy, they got beat by Arizona last week.
Ouch.
44-6.
How about USC losing?
Yeah. Third down and 5. Vikings going to go for the first down here and get it into the secondary and still on his feet. Vikings pick up a first down.
And I don't know if you could see that, but there were two defenders on the Mazama running back, and one went for the tackle and one went to pull the arm.
I think that was Jaden Justice.
Is that right?
Carrying the ball for Mazama, but
couldn't tell. I apologize.
Black jerseys and dark blue numerals. And then we've got white jerseys and yellow numerals. Very hard to see. Vikings keep it on the ground on first down. Straight ahead does Van Gastel go, and he'll pound it up to about the 47.
Just under 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter.
And a running clock for the rest of the ball game. In fact, I heard somebody say in the press box, I can't remember who it was earlier tonight, no way we're going to have a running clock tonight, gentlemen. I had to agree with them. I did not see this one coming.
I'm not a betting man, but I in no way, shape, or form foresaw anything like this. But Mazama has done it to themselves, let's be honest.
Second down and 5.
Turnovers and penalties will kill you every time against the number one ranked team in the state.
And the Vikings hand it up again. Baldwin will be short of the goal of the first down marker by a couple yards. Picks up a couple. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, the Henley faithful, and they packed the visitor side all the way across the far side. In fact,
that's great.
The student section for Henley is all standing, and there's got to be several hundred of them as well.
Well, I'd say there's at least 300, 400 people lining the fences. The visiting stands are full, and I guess about the only good thing about the score being like it is people are already starting to leave. So it'll be a little bit easier to get out once we're done. That's brutal.
Third down. Outside run. Mazama first down. Christopher Baldwin across midfield into Henley territory.
See if I can make a few polar adjustments.
You and Santa Claus.
Ho, 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 baby.
1st and 10. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's first and 10. I saw the official start running the other way as if he was going to spot the ball back.
He's looking for some of that chili you want.
Yeah, that chili sounded good, too. Good, hot bowl of chili would be good right now. Mazama going to take a timeout. Oh, Henley took one, so we'll take one as well. 42-7. It's all Henley in this Southside matchup. We're back in 30 seconds on Table Rock Sports and KFLS.
My name's Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
42-7, Henley with the lead over the Mazama Vikings. The Vikings will fall to 6-2. Henley improving to 8-0 after this one is finally final tonight. And
are you telling me there are no 35-point plays?
don't think there are, especially the running clock.
I'm decimated.
You have to score just about every time you touch the ball and hope your defense can come up with some turnovers. Vikings back with the ball here. Keep it on the ground and stacked up near the original line of scrimmage. Van Gastel to about the 45-yard line.
I think he got a yard.
2nd down and 9. Oregon Ducks 10:30 tomorrow, pregame, and the kickoff at 12:30. Who does Washington play this week?
We're hosting Arizona.
They come off of a big win against Washington State, so that may be a better ball game than some people realize. 2nd down and 9.
Arizona State, excuse me.
Going to hand it up. Oh, that might not be as good of a ball game as Arizona.
No, it's the Pac-12 at 9. It'll be 7:30 in Husky Stadium. We got some. We don't wear weekly changed uniforms as some teams do, but we've got a new all purple with some purple chrome helmets.
Don't be jealous of those Duck uniforms.
It's not a matter of jealousy; it's a matter of tradition. And by the way, speaking of that, let's make sure the Ducks keep wearing those speckled uniforms when they play Washington.
Yeah, it seems to be their Achilles heel in those games.
Yeah, no, I love it. Bring it on.
40-yard line and 3rd down and short for Mazama. The Vikes trailing at 42-7, just trying to make it respectable here. They give it up, and 1st down yardage. One thing they have not done is stopped playing hard. The Vikings.
It's a coach team out there.
That is the 1st down, Mazama. New set of downs for the Vikes.
Coming up in 5 minutes.
At the 33-yard line of Henley. Tyson Van Gastel up under center, takes the snap and hands it up to Norlock, I believe.
Yeah, I think he picked up about 5.
Good gain there. 2nd down. And we're down to about 4.5 left.
Well, this is where Viking pride kicks in. You know, we're down, we're not out, we want to score, we want to play the game the way we know it needs to be played. And on the other hand, Henley would love to hold Mazama scoreless on this drive.
Well, they've only given up 7 points all night long. Henley defense has been stubborn. Vikings keep it on the ground again. Big run for Norlock, I think, again. He'll get the ball to the red zone line, down to about the 20.
4 minutes remaining.
Henley will clinch no worse than a tie for the conference championship with the win tonight. They travel to North. They're going to be on the same road that we're on next week. They're going to North Bend next week, Henley is. Wrap up the season.
Nowhere.
Vikings keep the ball to Baldwin. He gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Second down. Yeah, that highway between here and the Bay Area is going to be overrun by Klamath fans next week. Mazama's fans going over as well as Henley's.
Klamath County faithful will make the scene and cheer on their teams to victory.
And those two schools are only separated by about the same amount of mileage that Mazama and Henley are, about 5 miles. Marshfield and North Bend high schools. Second down for Mazama. And Gastel going to hand it off, and we've got a Mazama touchdown.
Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Believe that was Baldwin into the end zone. Thought I heard Tom say Baldwin. Looked like Baldwin.
Ran like Baldwin.
42-13 now. And no, the clock will not stop again once you get under 28, but or once 35, I should say. We'll be 29 now at 28 with the extra point.
Good.
Nice kick from Jonathan Leighton, and on a bad snap, came in a little bit high. 42-14. The Vikings pep band hasn't had much of a chance to play after a score tonight. Come back after this 1-minute break.
Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 23 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
No, 14.
Mazama scores here late in the ball game after giving up 28 unanswered points since halftime. It was 14-7 at halftime. Mazama actually had an onside kick, a successful one to start the second half, and then the wheels came off. Ball is dropped on the return, and it'll be deep in their own territory where Henley will take over 1st and 10. Hey, if you're into basketball, tomorrow the Oregon Tech men play a game against the Seattle Mountaineers. It's kind of a
semi-pro
type of team. It's an exhibition game.
They're a lot of fun to watch.
Up at Danny Miles Court. That one's a 7:30 tip tomorrow night. Our thanks once again to Joy Lease, the Oregon Tech.
Is that woman fired up about her position or what?
I would be.
That was a great interview, Randy. She's all that's good about Klamath Falls basketball for sure.
Hornets will try to work the clock down here as they hand the ball up to Whitlock, and he'll grind his way for a few. Alex Stork, head coach of the Henley Hornets, going to walk out of here with a big, big win. It's going to open some eyes around the state. Not that Henley hasn't done that already this year, but they're going to look at that score and say, really?
And the score doesn't tell the tale. I mean, Mazama played a good game, but you cannot turn the ball over. You cannot have all the penalties go your way or go the opponent's way and expect to have anything but a loss show up on the scoreboard.
Second down with 1:20 left. Going to keep the ball to the near side, and the Vikings will stack it up there. It will be 3rd down. Looking there to Vic Lease on the sidelines, got his hands on his hips. Obviously disappointed in the overall outcome tonight. But his job now is to get his team ready for next week.
And they will be ready. They will shake this off. Coach will be submitting the game plan to the offense and the defense, and we will see a different Mazama team next week, I guarantee.
Third down for Henley. I'm not sure they're even going to snap a ball here.
No reason to. 7 seconds and counting.
As we get down to 5 seconds, 4. And now a delay of game penalty going to call against Henley. They're just going to run the clock out. I'm not sure why the officials didn't just blow the game dead, because as soon as they respot the ball, the clock's going to start again.
Because there's probably an OSAA official watching the officials officiate.
The Henley Hornets have won it here tonight in decisive fashion. Henley 42, Mazama 14. We'll wrap up our broadcast here and say goodnight after this 2-minute timeout.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey, Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Well, a celebration on one side of the field for the Henley faithful, and Mazama, they come off the field a little bit dejected. 42-14 the final score. Henley with a decisive win here tonight.
Boy, that's the understatement of the evening. They owned every aspect of this football game.
It was only 14-7 at halftime. The Vikings found themselves 2 scores down through most of the first half, but then scored with no time left on the clock on a touchdown pass from Van Gastel to Ryan Hayden, making it 14-7 at the break. Vikings then had the momentum switch back their way after they kicked off and won an onside kick challenge.
That was perfectly executed.
Got the football, and everything looked like Mazama might come right back down, march and score, and tie the ball game. But
no, a fumble.
Fumble, and one recovered for 55 yards for the score. Made it, that was the first of many situations that Henley took advantage of. Big halfback option pass downfield to set up another touchdown, and the Hornets seemed to have an answer for everything that Mazama tried to do tonight, both offensively and defensively. 42-14 is our final score. I don't know if I've got the stats. I do not have them yet. I was going to give you some stats and wrap it up here. As well, that might be those. I might have spoken just perfectly too soon. There we go. Let's get you some stats before we leave you. Henley winning at 42-14. Let's get the scoring in the second half. Chris Janney, 59-yard return on that fumble. I called it 55, but it was close. Pisano's extra point kick good. Logan Whitlock with a 1-yard run. Pisano's kick good. Chris Janney, a 43-yard pass from Logan Whitlock. That was that halfback option.
That was a beautiful play. Well executed. Nothing about that was anything but perfect.
And then Joseph Janney wrapped up the scoring with a 5-yard run into the end zone from quarterback to make it 42-7 for Henley. Mazama scored late on a Bodie Norlock 19-yard rush, 42-13 with the PAT from Jonathan Layton, and good. Mazama actually had more first downs than Henley did tonight, 14-11. Mazama 227 yards on the ground and 13 in the air for 240. 237 yards total for Henley. That's how close that was, both yardage-wise, and Mazama actually had more first downs.
Well, you look at the stats, we should have had a much closer score than that, but again, penalties and turnovers.
The Vikings did fumble it 3 times and had an interception taken away as well. So that made it tough. It's tough to come back, as you mentioned, number 1 ranked team in the state, and you're turning the ball over that much against them. Individual stats, Bodie Norlock, 72 yards on 13 touches, 59 yards on 19 carries for Tyson Van Gastel. Christopher Baldwin had 36 yards on 11 carries. Seth McLean, 7 touches, 26 yards. Devin Lebdell, 4 carries, 23 yards. Jaden Justice, 2 carries for 11 yards. For Henley, Logan Whitlock, 13 carries, 80 yards, one of those, that big touchdown run. Joseph Janney had 3 rushes for 31 yards, and Jeremiah Brunick had 2 carries for minus 3 yards in the game for Henley. Final score, 42-14. The Henley Hornets, in decisive fashion, remain number 1 in the OSAA power rankings and defeat the Mazama Vikings in a game between 2 powerhouses. And who knows, David, we talked about Oregon and Washington maybe playing again later this year in the Pac-12 championship. It would not surprise me at all to see Mazama and Henley perhaps meet in the state playoffs at some point this year.
Well, Henley was the better prepared of the 2 teams. They took advantage of the opportunities that Mazama gave them. Showed no prisoners in all facets of the football game. They were perfect on the extra points, the halfback pass. It's tough. If you're a Mazama fan, this was a tough one to watch. And the Henley faithful still out there on the field, loving putting the Vikings away on their home field.
Well, we know that Coach Alex Stork at the end of a game, he gives the opportunity for all the parents and the fans to be part of the post-game chat that he gives to the team, and they even let parents chip in what if they have something to say. It's kind of a cool thing that Alex has started. And I'm sure he learned and was groomed very well when he was playing at Southern Oregon, and I think that's where he picked up a lot of that too. So,
well, you got to give credit to both programs of being above board and being as inspirational as they are. It was an off night for Mazama. We're watching Stork and the faithful out there in the field right now, but 2 teams that you can be proud to root for.
Yep, and the Basin ends up the winner tonight because you look at the crowd that was here, 6,000 plus is what it was estimated at, and not an empty seat in the house. And standing room only for the students from Henley. They were from one end of the field to the other out there.
Looked great.
Most of them were in pink, too. It was nice to see them all get involved with the...
Well, my wife's a survivor, and I've got my pink shirt on with a tear in my eye, knowing what these ladies go through.
Yeah. No, it's something that the Vikings did, put this on their calendar against Henley, knowing that Barbie movie was popular, and they took that pink idea and turned it into a great night here. And I guess
you didn't have to tell me that.
They raised thousands of dollars in that Miracle Minute, too, which all goes to cancer research. So very good. Final score, 42-14. Vikings fall to 6-2 on the season. They will not win their conference championship for the first time in 10 years. They've won it 9 years in a row, 10 years in a row. And it would have been 11 this year, I think. But not to be this year unless Mazama happens to win next week and Henley loses at North Bend. Then there's a tie. And, of course, when there's a tie, Henley gets the number 1 seed. But you could claim a conference share, as Henley did one year with Mazama, when Mazama actually dropped a game. But you want to win it on the field, and that's tough for the Vikings here. 42-14. Our thanks to Allie Hicks back at the studio.
Thanks, Allie.
On the KFLS radio side, appreciate your help. The executive producer of Table Rock Sports on the video side is Joe Brett, and the executive producer of Wynn Broadcasting on the radio side is Bob Wynn. I will see you next week along with David. We'll be in the Coos Bay.
Road trip.
Yep, last one of the season, and then it's on to the playoffs. Final score is Henley 42 and Mazama 14. For David, I'm Randy Adams. Thanks for joining us. Have a good evening. Hold on before you do that. Okay. If I don't stop this, it'll do something weird.